In the heart of a decaying city stood the ominous Blackthorn factory. Once a bustling hub for innovation and industrial prowess, it had long been abandoned, its towering smokestacks now silent sentinels of its bygone glory. Despite its ruinous state, whispers of its deadly inhabitant kept the locals at bay. They spoke of Reuben Stillwater, a man who had perished under mysterious circumstances within the factory's walls. Some said his spirit, consumed by rage and sorrow, was bound to the forsaken place. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting eerie shadows that danced across the crumbling bricks, a group of curious thrill-seekers decided to defy the legends. Among them was Kyle, a daring photographer obsessed with capturing the perfect shot, even if it meant flirting with danger. Carmen, an urban explorer with a knack for uncovering the hidden stories of abandoned places, led the group with an almost reckless enthusiasm. They were joined by Mason and Lila, reluctant but nonetheless intrigued by the macabre lure of Blackthorn. With flashlights slicing through the thick darkness, they ventured deeper into the factory, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls. The air grew colder, and an unshakable sense of dread settled over them. Kyle set up his camera on an ancient conveyor belt, its rusted metal creaking under the weight. As the shutter clicked, a chilling wind swept through, extinguishing their lights. Plunged into darkness, panic set in. Suddenly, Carmen let out a blood-curdling scream. Mason's flashlight flickered back to life, revealing Carmen's lifeless body sprawled on the ground, her face twisted in horror. Lila's sobs echoed through the factory as the realization sunk in. They were not alone. An oppressive silence fell, broken by the faint sound of footsteps approaching. Kyle, gripped by a mix of fear and determination, swung his camera toward the source. The lens captured a blurred figure, its eyes glowing with a sinister light. It was Reuben, flesh hanging from his skeletal frame. He moved with an unnatural speed, his presence more nightmarish than any ghost story they had ever heard. One by one, Reuben hunted them down, silencing their frantic cries in the bowels of the factory. As the last echoes of their screams faded, Reuben returned to his haunt, leaving behind only the silence of Blackthorn Factory. Days later, authorities discovered the group's abandoned equipment, their images capturing the final moments of terror. The legend of Blackthorn Factory grew, its grisly tales ensuring no one ever dared to return. And so, Reuben Stillwater remained, a ghostly wraith bound to the decrepit walls, forever haunting those who dared to disturb his eternal torment.